area. They came from eastern Oklahoma, over around Ardmore and Loco over in there. Okay, what are we going to get next, Mike? Okay, we're going to get a cottonmouth water moccasin. Now that's the, can I just lean over here a minute? A cottonmouth water moccasin. Now listen, he doesn't have any rattle, folks, so, and his disposition is just about like his smell. He smells real bad, and he's got a real bad disposition. If he don't like you in his swimming hole, he'll come chase you out of his swimming hole. He'll bite you underwater. You know, the old tale that they can't bite underwater, don't you believe it. He catches fish and frogs underwater, so he has to be able to bite underwater. The old movie Lonesome Dove, when that kid came up and he had snakes hanging on him, this snake right here. He bites a fish or a frog, he does not turn it loose. He bites you, he does not turn you loose.
God.
So he's just going to keep pumping venom to you, and you're going to reach up there and pull him off, and then he's going to bite you on that hand. Cottonmouth water moccasin. He'd be down here sunning in an old dead tree on Cash Street, and you pull that new boat under there, and bam, he falls in the boat with you. And then you give him your new boat. I guarantee you. All right, next one is our little copperhead, a little baby. Now I want you to look at how big this snake is and picture him about half that size. When he was born, he was about half that size, and he was real brightly colored. And kids get bit by more copperheads than any other snake because they're real pretty worms, okay? And they pick up those pretty worms, and those pretty worms have some little fangs, and they have venom, and they have more than enough venom to put them or us. They could put me in the hospital. My arm swelled up plumb to the shoulder. So that little snake right there could do that to you. And when you get a real bad bite, your arm or whatever will swell so bad that they have to actually cut it on all four sides to keep the skin from exploding. So that can happen to you. And once again, that's a little baby copperhead. That's the only copperhead we have. I need some hunters that specialize in copperheads because we don't ever get very many anymore. And we don't ever see them where we hunt. Now this next one is the one you see the most of here in the pit, and it is a western diamondback rattlesnake or a coontail rattlesnake. You look at those black and white rings on his tail, and that's his nickname. He's a coontail rattlesnake. Either name would be correct. The old timers know what a coontail is. Now you know it as a western diamondback, but that is a coontail rattlesnake. And he is going to be responsible for most all the bites in the country, right there, that snake. He and his kin are going to bite more people than all the rest of the poison snakes put together. Because there's a lot of them, and they're spread out. They go from here to California, way down in Texas. There's lots and lots of them. And people, let me tell you, out of that about 8 to 12, 14,000 bites a year, most of those bites are from people doing just what we're doing. They're messing with snakes. Anytime you get one and you go to messing with him, you're going to get bit. You know, one time or another, you're going to get bit. Now, I've messed with them 30 years, and I've been bit 5 times. So I don't get it very often. Now, my brother here hadn't been in it very long. He's not been bit yet. His time is probably coming. Yes, that's the big word, yes. Have we got any questions, folks? Yeah, ain't that a pretty snake? That's the timber that has just shed